Hey guys, welcome to a short video. So I just did something so silly. I had to make a video about it. I did some experimentation with the thing I left off on the release video. I actually implemented that, and I had it using a fast util container, which is an open hash map. But then I'm like, wait a second, hold on a second. I'm just using this like an array. And then I was like studying it. I'm like, what does the GL Gen Vertex arrays do? I'm like, wait a second. They're just using free slots. Wait a second. And so you can look at this in the commit log. If this is way in the future and you somehow found this video, you can just look in the commits for today's date, I guess. But anyways, so the mesh and the texture are now more data oriented. But this isn't committed yet. I was using the open hash map, but I'm like, what if I just use like static int array? So it's just the direct lookup of the memory address. Then I'm like, wait a second. Why don't I automate this? And so I started this off with it going to like 1 + 1, and I'm like, that's pretty fast. What the heck? And so then I'm like, what if I just boost it up a little bit to like 100, so that it's just like a minor pause? And then here we are. And so yeah, this works on the assumption of the OpenGL allocator C library, whatever it's going to, always returns a free slot, and it doesn't return a random pointer address. So basically this gave me like, it has to be, oops, sorry about that. I can't stop OBS from doing a black screen, but it gave me like 100-ish FPS somehow, by some kind of a miracle. And it's intermittent because it's garbage collector. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, I can turn off the garbage collector in Java, but I don't think that's a very good idea. Let's not have that happen. But even on 9, like, it's pretty quick. It's lower because I'm recording using my my graphics card right now. But like, it's just kind of silly, because I wasn't able to get 1000 FPS before, even on render distance 3, because of the limitation of the way the hash map or the way the objects worked. And then I did the open hash map, and I was just like, oh no, it's not faster. And I'm like, wait a second, this is like a linked list. What am I doing here? This doesn't need to be a linked list. This is just a bunch of numbers. And it works pretty fast. I'm actually kind of happy with it. Oops. So even render distance 9 is getting good frame rate. It's like, it's very consistent. I think that's great. So I turned the VSync on. It's like super rock solid. I'm really happy with it. And of course I need to fix this though. I never fix this thing. Oh, let's fix it. There you go. Look at that. I fixed it. It's a miracle. But I thought it was just fascinating, honestly. And I'm capping on my mic, my apologies, but I just thought it was cool. And I'm like, You can do this. Nobody said you could do this. This is amazing. But it's less better than it was before, and it's like it went from a micro pause to just there's no pause at all, which I'm pretty happy about. I mean, obviously the garbage collector is gonna cause a pause. I'm gonna experiment with that to do a concurrent garbage collection, but that's a Java flag, a JVM flag, and yeah. I just thought this was cool, so I thought I'd make a video about it. I mean, it's not like a crazy video where like anything. And some people are probably gonna see this and be like, "You weren't doing that in the first place." Oh my god, this guy's a maniac. But oh, I forgot to sync that. Let's make sure this works. The way this works actually makes it so I can have like actual debug information on meshes, because they're all the rest of the program is interfacing with these two final classes to basically implement OpenGL pointer data. Basically, it's very complicated, but it's cool, and I think it's so cool that you can do stuff like this that I thought I'd make a video about it. Is basically what I'm saying here. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this small video, and I'll catch you in the next one. So peace.